So where do you get those? Rachel and I are accountability partners. So we call, we talk to each other once a week, we schedule, and then a large summer call.
I saw you drive. Not the best idea. We don't college and I gave up. She makes custom bags. She did it.
Yeah.
11:04. A little late. Right, everybody stand up. Stand up. Everybody stand up. Take a big deep breath. I'm going to invite you to let go of your phones and be present. Hands in the air. What do you feel right now when you hear this music? Power. What else? Invincible. I like it. Who else?
Greatness.
Do you know whose song this is? Who is it? He's also known as the King. Let's give it an energy. What the heck is that? Come on. Find 3 people. Give them a high five. Let's go. There we go. All right, there we go. Behind all that line there. Okay, find 2 more people and give them a high five. Let's go.
How far to the camera too back?
All right, have a seat. Right, I have a feeling some of you are now awake. All right, good stuff. Stacy, you all right there? No, she isn't. Why is it called the funny bone? Because when you hit it, it's anything but funny. Look at her face.
It's funny to everybody else.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you're laughing.
All right,
That's why.
cheers for... Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Cheers for...
Cheers.
All right, this hour is your time. This is your time to get value, to gain value, and to give value. And in order to do that, the key word is participation. What's the key word?
Participation.
Okay, so fantastic. This is cheers for?
Peers.
Peers! Thank you very much. Cheers for peers for our good friend Amanda for giving 110%, for taking away time from your lovely boy, for giving 110% at the Financial Market Center financial class for the last 2 days. So as you'll get to know me, I don't like numbers. I'm not Andrew.
He did well though. He did.
All right, Andrew, I love you very much, because we're on Facebook Live, okay? And he's going to be watching this. I love you very much. And Andrew, when he's sharing numbers, he's like, oh, and now we're down by 82%, and we're up by 19% of what that means, and he's just rolling. And that doesn't work for me. I'm not that huge numbers fella. So I was very blessed to have Amanda with me for the last 2 days when they would go into spreadsheets and she could see my eyes crossing. Hassan, my cousin, you're letting me down. Letting us down. She was able to take that over, so thank you very much. Now, cheers for peers. My wife made vegan, high protein, low carbs. Would you say this is tasty?
It was
very tasty. Low sugar. And now anybody who has a nut allergy, this is not going to work for you. Okay. All right. So here's your sweetie treat. Okay. Cheers for peers. Who would like that?
For Tracy, she was here with us while you were away,
Yes.
helping us on Monday. It was just nice to have her here in our office. So thank you.
Thank you.
Tracy, join her. Cheers for peers. Thank you. Maureen.
To these 2 ladies for that event last week. Like,
Yes. Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
I know. Yeah.
Here you go, funny bone. There you go, normal bone.
It was amazing.
Yes. Who else? Cheers for Piers. Bob.
I second Tracy when she was in the office the past few days. She was very helpful.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. All right, you got one. You're not getting another one. Okay, good. Noreen, and then Jose.
And then I have one for Barbara Pond. I have a very challenging situation with a buyer, and she gave some great advice and some community to be checking out here.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Jose.
I have one for Rachel and for Stacy. I was working on a contract last week, and I had a lot of questions. And Stacy gave some good advice, and Rachel checked my work before I sent it to the
Good job. All right. Who else is cheers for Piers? Roger.
I have one for Marie and for
Say hello
Rachel
to Facebook.
for holding down the fort for our power up in the morning and all this. Thank you.
Fantastic. Chris, we may need to go a little bit this way because right now there's a lot of window and we're losing this side of the room.
There you go.
There we go.
Is that better?
Perfect.
Cheers for Chris, our tech guy.
Yeah.
I know you can catch it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Any more cheers for Piers?
To you.
To me?
Yes.
Yes?
Because for the great advice you gave it to me during the coaching meeting we had last week.
Thank
It was
you.
so great, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I eat lots of these throughout the day. I'm good. You'll see me eating. Come on in.
Stephanie! She's ready.
Stephanie, welcome back.
Hi.
Cheers for Piers.
Mine runs fabulous. Mine is for you. You're
There you go.
here.
Yay. Good stuff.
Time in, huh?
Brilliant. All right. Any more cheers for Piers? Or are we good? What's the key word for this meeting?
Participation.
Any more cheers for Piers?
No, we're good. We're good.
Clap once if you want me. We have one person who's not clapping. That's you. Clap once if you want me. There we go. Good stuff. All right, great. New agents and visitors. Who do we have? We have somebody back from South Africa. You flew it. You look great after the long flight.
Thank you.
Anybody? Anybody else?
Well, Stephanie hasn't been in a while, so.
All right.
Say hello.
Not to put you on the spot, but come right on up here.
Oh,
Reintroduce yourself, Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you guys all again.
Yes.
It's been a while. But I'm back full time again, so.
Awesome.
That is one thing we should all know about you. Right up here, yeah.
You're putting me on the spot.
And you're
Something's
on
happening
Facebook.
tomorrow, right?
No. My birthday's tomorrow.
Yes.
Excited.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so you're what, a Taurus or a?
Yes.
You're a Taurus. I like you already. All right. That was cool. Thank you for checking. Tell us something good. How about we all stand up when you tell us something good?
Oh, wait, when first one is
No, we're all going to stand up and you're going to tell us something
We were good too.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yes, it's okay. Sorry, I was unclear on that. Right, tell us something good, tell us something great, tell us something that's amazing in your life. And we have Alice.
Oh, I'm going to put my hand up big time here
Yes.
in the city. My husband and I are going to be married for 40 years on Sunday.
Wow.
He is still my soulmate.
No.
And
That's
yes,
right.
yes, so.
What's your secret, Alice?
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, a lot of compromise.
Yes.
But we work together.
On his
as a
part,
team.
right?
Yes.
And we complement each other because he is basically almost like my opposite.
Yes.
So and we've grown so much together. So it's never ending.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So what's the one word you'd use to describe your husband? First word comes to your mind when you think about it.
Very outgoing.
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 Yes.
Yes.
I love it. Good. All right, cool. That's great. Goodness. Nori.
So on that note, today is our 30th.
Yay!
Oh! There's There's a reason they're sitting at that table. Yes?
We didn't even know this.
Holy smokes. So same question to you. What's the secret to your success?
One of us travels. We have a lot of fun. And our first year being empty nesters this year too, so that was a big test. And
Yes.
fabulous year. We kind of getting to know each other again, and it's been a great year. Yep.
Brilliant. So you're hearing a theme in success in relationships. Fun, togetherness, compromise. I hear respect. I hear like. All of these things in the relationship, right? So thank you, that's brilliant. This is marriage counseling, I guess, 101.
Come and see us.
Yes.
Free.
And the back of the class. Shailene.
I'm officially under contract twice.
Awesome.
Under contract twice. I like it.
No.
And you're on camera. If that camera comes out of there, you'll be in big trouble. All right, good. Congratulations. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, who else? Tell us something good, great, amazing in your life. Barbara smiling over there.
I had a closing yesterday.
Congratulations.
I was on both sides. Yay.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's a double thing.
Yes, full commission.
Awesome.
Did I give her somebody else?
No, you get nuts for that.
Oh.
There you go. Congratulations.
Squirrel.
There you go. Yes. All right. Any more? One more. She got one. Stacy. The funny bone queen.
I have a closing an hour and a half.
All right. So we're going to fly through and add value in even less time. All right. Have a seat.
Well, I have something
Do
to.
you need this?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, so we have our April top performers. Excited to share. That our individual closed volume leader and our individual closed unit leader, Maggie Sarubi.
Maggie. High five. Let's give Maggie a virtual high five. Let's start, Maggie. Oh, there you go. Good stuff.
And she also took the listing volume and listing unit leader. So
Again, another high five. Let's give Maggie on the camera. Go, Maggie.
And then for our team closed unit leader and team closed volume leader is all about
That's a real five. Yes. Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And for our listing leader for team is the global group. So so way to go, Nick Jackson.
Hold on, Nick Jackson. Let's give him a high five. Nick, high five. There you go. Brilliant.
Okay. And then for our regional, so of all the South Florida region, we have number 7 in South Florida region for individual closed units is Barbara Pye. Awesome.
That's
The entire
impressive.
South Florida region.
For the region. Barbara. We all agree Barbara is the greatest. You get a lot of old soccer songs coming out of me.
And number 10 in the South Florida region for individual closed volume is Maggie Sarubi.
Maggie! You get a lot of high fives, Maggie. Chris, give her a high five. There you go.
And so for our team, number 7 in the South Florida region for team closed unit. Great job, everybody.
Wow. Hold that thought. So I have 2 questions. Can I invite Barbara and Noreen to stand up? If you don't mind. So I'm going to ask you a simple question. What's one thing that you do well that allows you to achieve success in your business?
Stay in touch with my database.
So stay active and stay in touch with the database. Okay, can you share that with the camera?
Staying in touch with my database.
Stay in touch with the database. All right, Noreen, same question to you. What's one thing, out of all the things you do well, what's the thing that first comes to the top of your mind that allows you to achieve success?
Consistency.
Facebook Live. Consistency. All right, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Do you hear a theme, folks? Do you hear a theme in success?
Consistency.
Staying busy in the business.
Stay in the business, stay in touch. Consistency, right? Every day is almost like that film. Did you ever see that film Groundhog's Day? He did the same thing every day, day in and day out. Right? No, his was not for a formula for success. In Groundhog Day, he had figured out the formula for failure. And until he figured out who he needed to be to create the formula for success, he didn't get to start a new day. Very powerful metaphor, not just for business, but also for life. Does that make sense? Clap once if you're with me. Are you done with that? Tell us about your buyer needs. Fantastic. Tell us about your buyer needs. My CDI is going to the right.
So
Yes.
I
Rachel.
just met with a buyer on Saturday, and they hired me to help them find their new house. So agreement signed and all. So they're looking for around 250,000 single family home. They are looking in West Palm, Boynton Beach area. Their only main criteria is to have a yard and to have 3 bedrooms. And they're open to different types of conditions. So they're not saying I want everything new. They understand that they're in a position where they're gonna be more of like, basic condition, and they're willing to do upgrades over time. So the biggest requirements are 3 bedrooms and a yard, some type of yard, because they have 2 dogs. So if you have anything, Noreen, or know of anything, please. Well, I was going to ask you, are they east-west? Are they open to transitional neighborhoods and communities and areas?
They're open, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay, good.
A lot of suggestions.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
Good,
you, everyone.
Good. Let's love it. Bob's leaving. Okay.
Buyers.
Victoria.
I have lead buyers. I have 2 buyers. One are searching for invest in townhome or duplex or quadruplex. Branch range 200 to 400.
Okay.
Another one is just a single home that will be in West Palm, and the price range 100 or 200. Something more simple. So if you know something like this, let me know.
How did you get those buyers?
Well, this is a result of bowl.
That's all I needed to hear. Thank you very much. And we didn't practice that. That's a result of both. Good job. All right. Who else? Roger. Come on up to the front. Let's go.
I have a buyer need. They are looking in the Addison Meisner School District in Boca, so Palmetto Park, east of 95. And up to 600, they want a 4-bedroom, doesn't need a garage, with a pool. And they want something at least 2,400 square feet. Bigger the better.
Good. Thank you. Anybody else?
Pardon?
No? All right. We'll move on to listing needs, I believe. There we go. I'm starting to get this done. Rachel, come on up to the front.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm
Let's give
super
her a ping.
excited.
Let's give her a ping. Great.
Okay, so I just just went live on Friday. It's a townhome in Jupiter 1. It is the standard DeVasta 2-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, and it's right on Ocean Way there. So it's a 7-minute walk to the beach, which is amazing.
Wow.
So I am hosting a broker open house tomorrow from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. and it's 1420 Ocean Way, Unit 25A. I would love for you all to stop by. We'll have refreshments and wonderful things happening. It is in original condition, and so we priced it right at the market, what the market's telling us it is worth. And so it's perfect for someone that wants to just redo it, update it, but it's in great condition. So it's been kept very well, and it's obviously a beautiful area. The amenities include a pool, tennis courts, shuffleboard, and again, as you probably all know, it's centrally located, perfect area, and a 7-minute walk from the beach. And the community allows 1-month rentals. So it is a great seasonal option for someone that wants to rent it outside of their season or just an investment property. So please join me tomorrow, 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. And I sent you all the email as well. Thank you.
Yes. So, great job. Give her a ping. All right, fantastic. Who else has a listing need? Noreen?
So it's not
Come on up to the front. There we go.
So it's not necessarily a listing.
And hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Turn to smile here on Facebook Live. Let's give her a ping. There you go.
So it's not necessarily a listing need as much as it is advice. We're about to go live with the listing, that the owner has, his whole front yard is very natural. It's growing his own food. It's actually a really cool concept. But when you first drive up to the home, the curb appeal isn't necessarily there. So I'm wondering if anyone has, like, we were thinking we might put maybe a sign in the yard, or has it, you know, there's maybe some designations we can get for him that may not cost a lot. We're trying to think of a marketing, you know, that's one we definitely want to show in person, so we can, you know, talk about what's going on in the front yard, because it is a little unusual. I mean, I myself drove by it several times and was like, but
what's he
when you
growing
hear
in
the
the front
story,
yard?
so he has cauliflower, he had, it's amazing. He's got a lot of fruit trees, he's got black bamboo and regular bamboo, but to the average person it might look like a lot of weeds.
So find a vegan who wants to buy that.
I gotta find a vegan who appreciates the zen environment of the home itself. Because then it continues inside. It's a cool house. So we're gonna be in the mid-5s. It's a 3-2, about 1,600 square feet. It's in the Lake Ida neighborhood within walking distance of downtown Atlantic Ave and the beach and all that other good stuff. But it's gonna take a very unique buyer.
Is there any way to enhance the beauty of it in its essence? Like maybe add some arbors to like accentuate the growth of the fresh produce?
I don't know that he's necessarily willing to spend money on doing some of those things. Sorry, Stacey.
Okay, so I had a house in Wellington that someone particular would have to like the fronts. Nobody liked the front. Walking near there, people would be like, oh, that house? So it was beautiful, you just had to like it. So we actually did 2 estimates. So we got 2 estimates from a landscaper that I know. One was to remove everything, period. And the second estimate was to remove and some or whatever, but replant, because some people were saying, too bad some of this wasn't like this in the backyard. They didn't want it in the front. So the other estimate was about moving some of this stuff to the back. And we were able to utilize that when we did showings and say, we already have estimates which were a lot lower than what people anticipated. Like my first thought was it was gonna be $5,000 to remove this stuff. It was actually to remove it and take it away and put new sod was only gonna be like $1,800. And then to replant some stuff in the backyard and everything was gonna be about $2,000 to an area in the back. So we got to share with potential buyers that as an option. Okay. So just as a thought, we just did that ahead of time to have a plan. So when people are like, oh, we love the house, but this is going to be costly, and we were able to say yes, but we actually have. Here's a written estimate on what this would cost.
It's a great idea.
So
great idea. Yeah, I love it.
Very good. Thank you.
Good share.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Welcome. Good. Anybody else? We're good? All right, so the energy's scale of 1 to 10. Where's the energy in here right now, Alice?
I'd say it's about a 5.
About a 5. Okay. Do we allow a 5 at Keller Williams?
No.
So what are we gonna do about it?
Stand up.
Stand up.
Workout.
I did. I'm just curious on what he's doing.
Oh no.
Oh, she's gonna play something. Okay. Well, remember, we start to the right. Always get to that.
Let's go, people. Let's go. Come on, Jose.
Whenever the music craps on,
come on, people. Rachel. Check the camera, Chris. You're rocking the back there.
Can we bring in the mimosas and
Okay, on June 11th, as a reminder, this is a great opportunity, A, for us to learn, new tips, tools, and strategies to grow our business. And B, to invite agents that you want to see here working beside you. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
So think about a person who would be a cultural fit. Somebody who's open to growth. Somebody who's open to being coached. Somebody who wants more in the real estate business. Great opportunity. It's from 9 to 5 on June 11. So I invite each and every one of you to find me 1 or 2 candidates by the end of this week that we can invite to this added value. So Alice, can we role play?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. Have a stand up there if you don't mind. Hey Alice, it's Mark Logue from Keller Williams. I just wanted to say it was such a pleasure working with you on the 123 Main Street deal. I was raving about you to my team leader. He will probably give you a ring to invite you to a value add that we have for people who are out there in the business. It's not a recruiting call. Will you do me a favor? Will you take his phone call?
I absolutely will. I
Fantastic.
enjoyed working with you too.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. How difficult was that?
Very
Easy enough to adopt? All right, fantastic. So I need your help now to roll me into to my thingamybobster. And how about we have Sherry come up here now. She's our sponsor for today, and she brought us a healthy lunch.
It'll be
Great.
Yes? So Sherry, tell us who you are.
My name is Sherry Kepka. I'm with Southern Sky Painting, and I am a preferred vendor here, and worked with several of you in the room and some that aren't here as well. And we are located in Palm Beach County and Broward County, licensed and insured and both.
Okay, tell us 3 reasons that separate you from the rest of your competitors out there. What are 3 things that make you great?
We strive very hard in 100% customer satisfaction. We go above and beyond to make our customers happy. We try and bring back to what we feel. My husband and I own the business, so we're family owned and operated. Our crews are family owned and operated. Our family, we got sons and dads and brothers and cousins. Everybody works together.
Okay.
We try and bring back what we think is missing, and you guys touched on it a lot. Do what you say you're going to do. Follow up with your calls. Show up when you say you're going to show up. Do what you say you're going to do, and you can have satisfied customers.
Mm-hmm.
We also offer a lot of different services.
Mm-hmm.
We have crews. That's a good thing that can help all of you here in the room too. We have crews of all shapes and sizes. So if you have one room that you need done, we can come in and take out one room for you. We could do the whole house inside and out for you. We can offer services for you, like you said, if you need a estimate, which was a great idea. People do that a lot. We do free estimates. You can give you an estimate. We can help you out. Tell your client, this is what it would cost. You don't like this color, let's enhance it. Let's do something, but it's not going to cost as much as you think. And here's an estimate that you could do before or after. We can help the buyers and the sellers, and we can help both ways.
How long are you in business?
This is our 3rd year in this business, and we've worked at other painting companies before, but this is our 3rd year in our business.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before you get booted off the stage?
No.
Do you go to Okeechobee County?
We do not.
Okay.
We're only Palm Beach and Broward.
Okay.
Palm Beach and Broward. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
One thing that we can help you with too, and we also have a gal that does our color consulting, and that is, I know, and she can do staging too. She can help you. I know a lot of you have all that already in your back pocket, but we can help you with that, and she could help you, get ideas for clients, and come right to the house and even talk with your clients too.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
we can help you, and if there's anything that we can do to help you guys, just let us know. We're here for it.
Is there a charge for that other lady?
The consulting, with a signed contract with me, I do not charge. I take that. Otherwise,
Okay.
she
If
would.
it's only an estimate, then there'd be a charge.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes, there would, and that would be just being her hourly rate. But
What is her hourly rate?
$100 an hour usually. Yeah, which will come right to you.
Fantastic. I think Noreen has a question for you.
So popcorn removal, can you tell me a little bit about that? How's that priced?
Usually by the square foot, usually, and we do popcorn removal and knockdown texture, and then we do the painting as well.
Okay.
And it's a 1-day process for the popcorn removal and knockdown application, then a day of drying and rest, and then we can paint the 3rd day. So 3 days in and out, we can have it done.
And what's the price per square foot?
Total painted, vacant, on like a, not like a condo, or on the first floor, probably right around $1.80, $2 a square foot. That would be painted, everything. That would be paint included.
So if it's a house that's not vacant, do you
A little bit more, because we have to
cover the
protect
furniture?
everything, yeah.
Okay.
It's just involves a little bit more work.
Barbara has a question?
Do you offer the smooth ceiling as well? At this time, we are not. We have, I had a guy that was doing it on our crew, and I haven't found one that I like, and I'm not going to pretend that we're doing it right now, because right now I don't have a guy that I like that I would have do
Good.
it, so.
I love that. Integrity, I love that.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'd rather be honest with you, yeah.
So I'm so sorry, so I'm confused. So when you say popcorn removal,
Mhm.
is it not smooth? Is it like what, I've not.
Yeah, no, I don't know either.
Once
Great question.
you take the popcorn off, it is smooth, but then you have to treat the ceiling somehow. You either have to skim it smooth, and to get a smooth, or
Okay.
you put the knockdown texture on, which is a
Yeah, I know,
a small texture, and that you don't have to treat the ceiling after that. You just paint it when it's all done.
Okay.
So, but people do like the smooth.
Yeah.
A lot. It is
That's
very,
the
very
trend,
popular.
for sure.
It is the trend, yeah. And as soon as I get somebody that I enjoy working with again with that, I will offer that service, yeah.
Does that answer your question, Nori?
It's a lot more expensive, it doubles the price.
It doubles the price.
Yeah, and it's a more of a 3 to 5 day process than a 3 day.
Do you have any access to plasters?
I do not.
Plaster repair? Boy, that's
No.
a hard,
That's
a hard
yeah.
dating.
I do not. That's an art, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Plaster.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay. Well, we'll work on getting somebody in, Alice, for future meetings, and we'll do a little bit of homework on that. See who we can get for that. Probably an Irishman, I know.
Yeah.
No, we're good at that stuff.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, lunch is here.
Thank you. Lunch is here. So Sherry's going to be staying, so please ask your questions after.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
And I was only kidding. You're not booted out.
No, that's all right.
Aha. Okay. So my wife and I were having a conversation 2 nights ago, and she's a nutritionist. She has MS, and she manages her MS with nutrition. And she's built a program for specifically women. Men benefit as well, but it's specifically for women. And one of the conversations we were having over the weekend was the secret, the formula for success, and that segued into, well, what's the formula for failure in your health? What do you eat? When do you eat it? How much do you eat? So on and so forth. And it made me think about what the formula for failure in real estate is. What do you have to do, and who do you have to be to not succeed, to actually fail? So put together a quick thing. We're going to keep it light. You with me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm going to invite you to stand up as we go through the formula for failure in real estate. And as I go through this, if you have other things that pop up for you or occur for you, say, oh, we need to add that in there, please take notes. All right, we'll add this in. The formula for failure in real estate. Number 1, don't tell anybody you're in real estate. Be a secret agent. Keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to know that you're in real estate. And you want them after 4 months to say, oh, I bought a house. I didn't know you were in real estate. That's the formula for failure in real estate. Okay, you with me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lame, people. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, Nick and Maggie, are they with me?
Yes.
No.
Clap once if you're with me.
One person.
All right, brilliant. So, to fail, be a secret agent. Secret agent,
It
man.
happened. I've seen it.
Yes. We're going through the formula. Make sure you never practice and role play. That's only for successful people. You're never in this office, you're never practicing, you're never role playing. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, great. Don't write a business plan. Keep it all up here. Don't share it with anybody, keep it to yourself. Don't put pen to paper. Who does put pen to paper?
Success.
We're not talking about them, we're talking about failing in real estate. So keep it to yourself. Are you with me?
Yes.
Fantastic. Don't be coachable. You know everything. You're not coachable. No, I know that. Fantastic. You with me?
Yes. Yes.
So are you coachable?
Yes.
No, you're not. It's going to fail. What's wrong with you people?
It's too positive.
Do not use your calendar to time block. Okay? You don't use it. You don't. You know, I'm failing, so I don't have the calendar. I don't even know what a calendar is. What do you mean Google Calendar? What's that? That thing on my phone, it's a calendar. I've never clicked on it. So don't use that. Do you want to fail? Good morning, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. How are you?
Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
Morning.
Michael Watts is in the house. Yes. So Michael, you on Facebook?
You're on Facebook,
Mike.
Mike.
We're going to put you on the spot.
Oh,
Right here, because this is what happens. Right? I like it. Yes. Breathe. Breathe. So tell us one thing we need to know about you, and keep it PG for God's sake.
one thing you need to know about me. I'm resourceful.
I love it. Yes. Good stuff. All right. Get back over here. All right. Go.
Farouk is here as well.
Farouk, hey, how are you, Farouk? Sorry, come on in. Do we have seats back here? Yeah, you're going to seat over here. So where are you going? Don't you get over that way. Who are you, and tell us one thing we need to know about you.
I'm Farouk Patel, and if you need a creative solution in real estate for people who don't know how to get into a house, talk to me.
Right. All right. So Farouk, I'm going to apologize in advance. I do the Indian accent a lot, and I don't even realize I'm stepping into it. So please never be offended. I'll do the Irish, the Scottish, the Aussie, the New Zealand, and the Indian.
Well, that didn't offend me one bit.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
I can do the Indian accent better than you.
I would be very tempted to see if you can or not. We will just see about that. Okay, thank you. All right. Do not use your calendar to time block. Don't use your calendar to time block. Do not invest in coaching, training, or mentoring. Why? Because you know everything. You don't need anybody else. You with me?
Yes.
Clap once if you're with me. Fantastic. Be committed to being right. I'm right.
Yeah.
That means I'm not open to growth. I'm right. I didn't get that listing because here's my reasons why I didn't get that listing. I'm right. Here's the reasons I didn't get that buyer. But guess what I am? I'm
Right.
good. I'm also failing. So thank you very much. You do not seek accountability. You keep it to yourself. You don't share with people. And you're definitely not on our accountability board. You're not going to put yourself up there because you're committed to failing. Okay? Successful people are going to put themselves up there. Successful people are going to step out of their comfort zone. Are you with me?
Yes.
Clap once if you're with me. What the heck was that? Look, Tracy's she's all set to go. Clap once if you're with me. Fantastic. We do it as a team. You're totally committed to your excuses. All right. I am late. Kids at the homework. The kids were sick. The car, I had a flat tire. It's just too hot. It's too damn hot. We're in Florida. Well, it's fine. It's just too hot. It's too sunny. It's not my day to go outside. I'm not door knocking on a day like this. It's not happening. Oh, there's a cloud in the sky. It could rain at 3 o'clock. So it's time to watch Netflix. I'm totally committed to my excuses because I am going to. Thank you very much. Clap once if you're with me. I'm totally committed to my story. So here's my story. I'm a tall, lanky Irish fella from Ireland. Nobody's going to listen to me. It's just not going to happen. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ah, you all know your story. Okay, good. Proximity to poison. Proximity can be power when you associate with people who are succeeding. Proximity can be poison when people are not succeeding. And they can tell you why they're not succeeding. The market's off. Keller Williams is not the place to be. That's a cult. Why would you join that place? They're all crazy. They're all crazy. Big dog funny. So you will stay close to people who are underachieving and who are committed to underachieving. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit of rhythm in this group of events. Once if you're with me. Fantastic. Squeeze real estate into your life. Okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go play some tennis. I do a little bit of yoga. Go listen to some music. I have to go to lunch. There's that new show on Netflix I want to watch this afternoon. I have 2 phone calls tonight, but I'll do that a little later. Ah, it's so nice. I think I'm going to do a little bit of shopping, get a new pair of shoes. That's just who I am. I get shoes. Oh, later on, I'm going to put my 2 calls in. So when we fail, we have to squeeze it in when it's convenient. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when we're committed to being a failure, we squeeze it in. We live in a scarcity mindset. There's not enough business out there. There's only going to be 13,500 transactions in Palm Beach County this year. That's not enough. There's too many people. I'm not going to succeed. I don't believe there's enough business for me. Does that make sense? It's only successful people. Ah, you're catching on. It's taking a while, but we're catching on. So a scarcity mindset. Is the glass half empty or is it
Full.
Scarcity mindset goes, it's half empty. Don't touch it. Make sure you keep it vague. Keep it clear as mud. When people ask you what your plans are, not really sure. How many units do you want to do? I'm going to do a few. How many millions do you want to do? I might do a couple. How committed are you to real estate? Yeah. Keep it vague. Focus on the obstacle. So I lived in Ireland and I was a mile away from the local dance hall. The local dance hall was a straight road. Well, relatively straight. It was built by Irish people who were probably on a few beers, but it was relatively straight.
Okay.
And there was 2 telephone poles from the dance hall into our town. How many telephone poles?
2.
2 telephone poles in the space of about 1.25 miles. That's a fairly big space in between. Guess what happened every month in the paper I would read?
Somebody hits a telephone pole.
Somebody hits a telephone pole.
Yep.
You're leaving the dance hall. You have a few beers in you. Where was their focus? On the, don't hit the telephone pole. Oh, geez, don't hit the pole. I don't want to hit the pole. I hit the pole. How did I hit the pole, Mike?
Because their intention was not to hit it, so that drew you to it.
That's it. He's with it. He's with
Your
it.
mind doesn't know not.
Your mind doesn't know not. So whatever you say you don't want, you're bringing into your life. So to be a failure in real estate, focus on the obstacles. What do we do?
Focus on the obstacles.
Jose, what do we do?
Focusing on the obstacles.
Yes, okay, good. Make sure you're only interested and do not be committed to real estate. Be what's called a dabbler. Do we know dabblers in our life?
Yes.
Do we know dabblers in our life?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So to fail, be a
Dabbler.
Don't be a.
I don't know. Wait, what was
Whatever
that?
you do to fail, don't listen to inspirational, educational, uplifting materials or podcasts. Don't listen to Tony Robbins. Don't listen to Jim Rohn. Don't listen to Joel Osteen. Don't listen to Mike Ferry. Don't listen to Tom Ferry. Don't listen to them, because if you do, you might
Succeed.
We don't want to succeed because we want
Failure.
fail. This is the formula for failure. Good, some people are starting to do this. It's taken a while, but okay. My son works for the Phoenix Suns. He's in sales. On average, he makes 183 outbound calls per day. On average.
That's it.
That's it. They just got the #1 pick in the NBA draft last night. Okay? He's psyched. He's so psyched. And I said, why are you so psyched? He said, I get to fire a bunch of my clients. How come? He goes, because if they're not signing up today or in the next week, they're not signing up. So I get to take them off the list. So somebody who's a failure is certainly not going to rise. They're not going to lift. They're not going to get to the next level. They're not going to be coachable. They're going to have a story. They're going to have their excuses. They're going to have every reason why it's not going to happen. And they're not going to associate with like-minded people who are successful. Proximity is power, or proximity is poison. What do you choose? This is the failure, is the formula for failure. What else shows up? What else do people who fail in real estate do consistently?
Lack of follow-up.
They don't follow up. Bob, you hit me. You missed her. What else? What else comes to your mind? Oh, and we have a new Dofi over here. Come on in. Da-da-da. Hold on. Da-da-da. A Dofi. Do we know what a Dofi is?
Director of First Impressions.
Let's say it loud and proud, people.
Director of First Impressions.
Tell us your name, tell us why you're here, tell us your first impression on your first day.
My name's Nicole.
Say it loud, say it proud, because you're on Facebook Live. We're going to send this out to all of Keller Williams later on this evening. So no pressure.
My name's Nicole. I am here to learn. I have an 18 or 20-month-old son now, and so right now I am doing everything I can to provide for him and make a healthy and happy home.
What's your son's name?
Peter.
Peter. Good strong name. Good strong Irish name. I like it. Anything good, I'm going to claim to be Irish, so get used to it. Anything bad, I'll claim to be English, so get used to it.
I've so far, I mean, this is my first day, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I hope that I can, you know, have some of this energy. I wish I had an ounce of what you have in your.
We all have. It's not just you.
But
Just use my trampoline. That's what it is.
I'm going to. But so far, everybody that I've met has been very kind and supportive, and I look forward to getting to know you all. So,
All right. I said earlier, I said your position is what position in the company?
The most important.
Say that loud so even Mohassan can hear.
The most important position.
Why is it the most important position in the company? Because you're the director of?
First impressions.
You never get a second chance to make a
First impression.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. What else is in the formula? You're in trouble. What else is in the formula for failure that I missed? So we don't follow up. What else?
I was gonna say inconsistency.
Ooh, inconsistency. So you don't do the same thing day in and day out. You do it. Okay, brilliant. All right, what else?
You don't get started.
Don't get started. You're always getting ready to get ready to get ready. Work on the website to build the new business cards, to change the platform, to put the new colors in. I'll get to you. Don't worry, I'll get there. I'm getting ready to get ready. Nice stuff. What else? Bob.
This is an easy one. You don't lead generate.
You don't lead generate on Facebook from Bob. Yes, Chris.
Analysis paralysis.
What does that mean? That sounds very highfalutin for me as an Irish.
Like basically overthinking and overanalyzing everything before you actually make a move. Like
yes. Okay. Overthink, overanalyze. So you think, you don't do.
Right.
Fantastic. All right. One more. Jose is shaking his
No.
head. Please, we need one more before we leave. Thank you. What's happening? Okay, back to Bob. He's the only person jumping in. Bob.
No, you don't make phone calls.
You don't make phone calls. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. All right, cool. Takeaways from this exercise.
Felt kind of silly saying failure.
Felt silly saying failure.
Yeah,
What was
like
it that makes you feel silly?
Yeah, it didn't feel like I should be saying that when you were asking the question.
Yet everybody was all in.
I don't want to say that. Yeah.
Tracy was up here going, I shouldn't be doing Okay, cool. What else? What else came up for you as we go through this exercise?
You use a very negative situation in order to point out a very realistic problem.
Okay, good. Thank you, Brett. You think that was intentional?
It was mind consuming, which enable you to really deal with your own psychological thoughts.
Love it. You're a deep fellow. You and I have to have a talk. We'll have a beer sometime. Yeah, I'll have a Guinness. What else? What else came up for you? Leonie.
As I'm going through, I'm in my second week of doing my course, and onto chapter 5, which is not easy, and it's so easy to kind of like, and I've sat there, but what am I doing this for? It's just like so easy to just kind of give up and look at all of this thing, the way you conduct yourself and the way you conduct your meetings, and just kind of like, it's easy to just turn that around in your head. The minute you say something negative, to turn it around to positive.
Where was the one in there? You're totally committed to excuses, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when we get into that place, no, here's my why, and ultimately those excuses become our story. And our story is either going to cause us to grow, or it's going to cause us to remain stagnant. And that's our choice, right? Understand which formula you're tapping into. Formula for success or formula for failure. And once you hear that little voice that's always going, you need to smack that little voice and go, shield. I don't want you to say it. Right?
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Right? Recognize he or she is speaking, and then acknowledge and say, thank you for what it is you're saying. However, I don't agree. I choose something different. Make sense? Okay, cool. What else? Victoria.
Focus in the plan, no in the problems. This one was the bold.
Yes.
No.
Focus on the.
Plan, no, and the problems.
Yes, love it. So focus where you're going. Don't focus on what's going to stop you to get there. Don't be that drunk Irishman who focuses on the telephone pole, because he's going to hit the pole.
Yes.
All right? Don't you be great with me.
I know it.
All right? One last takeaway from that exercise. Rachel's smiling. She's like, okay, should I
Well,
say
I
it?
just made me feel really good that because on the success route,
Yes.
when you like check off like what you're, comparing yourself.
Yes. So what formula do you tap into on a daily basis?
What Noreen talked about, consistency,
Mhm.
and then of course I'm working on making sure I'm touching base in my database, but it's being here every morning for power up.
Yes.
And just getting into the right mindset and then making the calls and moving on for the day.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. So we good with that? Ah, Tracy.
Sorry. I was gonna say, when I was here this week, listening to Rachel was really inspiring. I loved it. She was like standing up and she was just making call after call, and she was making different calls where she wasn't getting hung up on two, which kind of changed my mindset. Instead of, I've been calling expired and it's been very negative, where she was making other positive calls, and that she was calling, I guess, about her listings that she had. So it was really, really good to hear.
Okay, so now 5 minutes. Do a quick intro exercise, which will continue next week. So everybody have a seat. Can we show this off? And it's a segue on what you're saying, Tracy.
Oh.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, and you want to take some quick notes. I'm going to give you 5-minute exercise. Rachel,
Yes.
can I ask you to role play a little bit with me, if you don't mind? Maybe it's just a question. What mindset do you get into? Let me ask you a better question. Who are you being before you make the phone calls, your outbound phone calls? Who are you being? Give me 3 words that come up for you as to who you're being.
Before I make my calls.
Yes.
Who I'm thinking I'm being.
Yes, who are you being?
Determined.
Determined.
Prepared.
Money
And
magnet.
excited.
Fantastic. You may have a seat.
Thank you. I heard all those too when I was listening to her.
And that was
Thank you. Okay.
All right, so be prepared to get up and get going. This is going to be a super quick exercise. We're going to dive into this at next week's meeting. Would that be of value for you? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So for you people on Facebook Live, when you can't be here next week, be on Facebook Live, and we'll have you where I'm not sideways, and you'll get the value on this. Okay. So the state that you choose to be before you make your phone calls is excited, prepared, and determined. Who here's heard Rachel on the phone in the morning? Show of hands. Okay, fantastic. Would you agree that's what she communicates down the phone? All the heads
Yes.
going like this. Okay, fantastic.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Great. Now, let's break this down a little bit. Come on up, lady.
Absolutely.
All right. What do you call this lady?
I'm sorry?
If you had to give this excited, prepared, and determined lady, what's her name? First name comes to your mind.
Rachel.
Rachel! Yeah. Does this particular Rachel have a nickname? If you had to give her a nickname, what would that be?
Rockstar.
Right?
Oh God.
This is Rachel's name.
Careful, you have to live
Okay.
with it.
Yeah. First thing,
I
maybe
don't-
it's a role model, maybe it's a cartoon character. Rachel, the what? Rachel. First thing comes to your mind before you think about it.
Oh,
Close your
that's
eyes.
hard.
What?
I don't know. Not helping to speak quick.
So close your eyes.
Okay. I like your
Close your eyes. Take a breath. Fantastic. And may I take your pen? There you go. Fantastic. All right. Open up your arms.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. So
keep my eyes closed.
when you think on somebody who you know in your life, who's excited, who's always prepared, who's very determined, what name shows up for you?
My dad.
Your dad. What's your dad's name?
Marty.
Marty. Rachel. Marty.
Hey, Marty. That's fine.
Rachel Marty. Okay, brilliant. I love Rachel Marty. All right, tell me, how does Rachel Marty stand before she gets on the call? Let's adopt her posture.
I fix my outfit and make certain I'm standing straight, pushing my shoulders back. I do it multiple times because I find myself going like this sometimes.
Shoulders back, standing straight.
Yes.
Okay. Standing straight. Tell me about your breath and your breathing. Where's your breathing coming from? Well, let me ask you a better question. Is your breathing fast or slow? Check in with yourself.
Both.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Both.
Take a
It
breath.
gets fast and slow, but then I just take a breath and look at my mirror and just
Yes.
breathe.
Do you breathe deep or shallow?
Deep.
Breathe deep. Okay. We're creating the formula for a successful winning individual who stands up. This is Rachel's successful winning individual. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes.
All right, that's fantastic. All right, so she stands with the shoulders back. Also, you're not sitting, you're actually standing. You're standing. All right, what else? What else physiologically are you doing in this moment? Okay, great. So let me ask you a question. Yeah, all right. Fantastic. All right, are
I'm
you
smiling. I do smile.
Smile.
Yes, and that's why I have my mirror to make
Yes.
sure I'm smiling.
You have a mirror?
Okay, hold on. Let's stay out of this for a second, all right? Are your feet close together, far apart, or hip width? Where are the feet?
The hip width.
Hip width. Okay. Tell me about your arms and your hands. What are you doing with your arms and your hands?
Well, I'm counting, so I keep one hand on my desk to count the number of rings because I don't, you have to move on eventually, so you
Yes.
don't wait so long.
Let me ask you a better question. Are the hands open or closed?
Oh, they're open.
Yes.
Yeah,
See
like
what
this.
you just did? See what you did?
Mhm.
Okay. Hands are open. She's revealing her formula for success on the phone. Like, she said, okay, now she's answering me like this, and then when I said, well, what do you do on your phone? Oh, right, she popped right into it. So she has built this as a piece of her that's powerful on the phone. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Hands are open, feet are hip width. You're standing, you're smiling, and you're standing straight. So
Yes.
shoulders, where are the shoulders?
They're back.
They're back. You notice the shoulders are here, they're not here, and they're not here. When we sit, where do our shoulders typically go?
Forward.
They're down. That impact, let me use a better word, that infects the mind. Right? Write that word down. You're either affecting or infecting the mind. She's positively affecting her mind through her physiological stance. Are you with me?
Yes.
Back once if you're with me. Okay, fantastic. All right, so that's your physiology. Okay, now let's look at what's your focus. Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions here. What are you focused on when you're about to make your phone calls?
Getting an appointment.
Love it.
Yep.
What else are you focused on? What are you believing in? Let me ask you a better question. What are you believing in that moment when you're
That the
focused on
person's
getting
going to
one?
answer.
Ah.
That I'm going to get someone on the phone.
They're home, they're happy, and they're gonna
Hey, this is Rachel.
Rachel Martin.
This is Rachel Marty. You're going to get the appointment, they're home, they're going to answer. What else? What else are you focused on when you're out there? What could you be focused on there? Okay, take a breath, take a breath, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up.
Those are the priorities. Anything after that, I don't know.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
So take a breath, go back to that last time you were on the phone, you're about to make a bunch of phone calls, you had your list in front of you, you just checked the mirror, you're like, damn, I'm looking good today, and you're smiling.
Yep.
Right? What else, what are you believing in that moment?
That I can be of service and be of value to somebody.
Wow.
So whoever is on the line, I'm meant to be talking to at that moment.
Wow.
So I have to find a way to help them until they hang up on me. Just kidding.
All right. Are you starting to see a pattern here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's go to part 3, and this is very abbreviated, okay? And pardon my writing here, because I'm used to, when I coach people, I have to be in tune with them to see what they're telling me, and I scribble it here. So if you can't get my chicken scratch, you'll debrief on this in a couple of minutes. What are you asking yourself? Before you get on the call and you're standing up and you're standing straight and you're now Rachel Marty, you're excited, you're prepared, you're determined, what questions are you asking yourself?
Why am I really doing this? Wait, why am I about to pick up the phone?
Okay, what else? What other questions could you be asking yourself? So stay with me, stay over here, stay over here. Okay, hands. So notice there's a different person who's up here. No judgment here. There's a different person when I'm asking to describe this. Feet come in and hands close. Rachel Marty disappears. Right. Do you notice that?
Okay.
Okay, fantastic. Now, so I'm going to invite you to take a breath. And thank you for doing this today.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a high five. Great, great
I
job.
love it. I'm
Yes.
learning a lot about myself
Brilliant.
right now.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so Rachel Marty with her hands is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Some other piece comes in and does this.
Right.
I'm not sure who that is. We'll figure her out later on. Okay,
Sounds
great.
good.
All right, so Rachel Marty's determined, she's excited, she's prepared.
Yeah.
Shoulders are back, she's got a great smile, she's deep breathing, feet are hip width apart to give you support. Her hands are open. All right, so go back to the last time you made a phone call, close your eyes, take a breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. So think of somebody you connected with, they picked up the phone and you provided service and value for them. What were you asking yourself? What could you have been asking yourself in that moment? First thing comes up before you think about it.
I don't know.
Okay, good. All right.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries.
I've got a block.
That's all right. You got a block. All right.
Okay.
So let's see what I could do. Going to do a little thing. Can you take your shoes off? Be right back.
Oh Lord,
Rachel's
he
gonna
asking
kill
a lot
me.
of you.
I've become very short now.
Comes a trampoline.
Yes.
Oh.
Facebook. Oh God. Yeah, my
Shove it in his office?
It's good.
Fit in her.
Haven't you been into his office?
Is that skirt on good?
Right, just to show you how we do this. This is it. Right? So it changes the state, changes the breathing. I feel goofy when I do this. Okay.
You don't want me to do this with heels, huh?
No, I don't.
I hope my skirt can, I mean, it's a little tight.
Yay!
It's now.
Alright.
Yay,
What could you be asking yourself?
While I'm on the phone,
Yes, what could you be asking yourself?
how I can get better at getting people to give me an appointment.
Yes.
That's right.
Brilliant. Love it. How can I get better to get the appointment?
Yeah.
Do you see what I just did with her? I changed this and the block went away. How can I get better to get the appointment? That took us 8 minutes.
Okay.
Thank
Nice.
you
Thank
for
you.
sharing. Have a seat.
Thank you,
So this simple little exercise is to show you the three pieces that create who we're being in that moment. Rachel unconsciously and unknowingly has created Rachel Marty. Rachel Marty is excited, prepared, and determined. And how we know Rachel Marty's around is shoulders are back, she's smiling, she's standing, she's deep breathing, she's relaxed. Feet are hip width, so this is, I'm centered, I'm in control. Okay, this, feet are close together, I'm uncertain. Because I'm easily off balance. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Clap once if you're with me. Okay. So from a physiological standpoint, can you tell when somebody's in a good mood? Yes or yes?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell when somebody's not having a good day?
Yes.
What was the difference? The physiology, right? And it can be as simple as that subtle, right? Focus. Where's the focus? Are you focused on getting the appointment they're going to answer, I can be of service? Or are you focused on, they're going to hang up on me? This job sucks. Who said to go into sales? They're going to reject me. We kid about it. However, how many people have that focus? What questions are you asking yourself? Unknowingly, unconsciously, we're constantly asking ourselves a question. With 3 bounces on my trampoline, she says, how can I get better to get the appointment? Make sense?
Yeah.
As we spend more time together, I'm not crazy. I have a method to my madness. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not crazy. There's a method to the madness to support each and every one of you who want to be supported and who want to be coached and who want to follow the formula for success. When you choose to do that, I'm your biggest fan. I'm your biggest support. I'm right there with you. If you choose the formula for failure, don't come knocking on my door. I'm very honest with you. All right? Because that means you're more committed to your story, you're more committed to your excuses, you're more committed to that formula than you are to success. I'm light, I'm funny, I'm hardworking, and I'm here to support. And I want everybody to have a smile on their face and make lots of money in this business because it's real estate. And know that 19 out of 20 out there don't have me, don't have Amanda, don't have Andrew, and they're not working in Keller Williams with all these great tools. So I invite you all to step into the formula for success. Let's have a stand up and you're free to go unless Amanda has something else wants that.
We'll do a raffle.
All right, we'll do a raffle. I told Amanda never get too attached to an agenda with me because I will be going off course a lot.
I did better
You did great.
I'm growing.
Let's see, what are we going to show here? I like this song. It's a religious song. I like it. Let me hear the worshipers! Let's go high. And I want each and every one of you to do a quick shout out to Facebook Live. Turn around and say, people, you missed a great event.
You missed a
great event. And when we finish up here, say one item of value that you're taking away from today that you can use in your business and you will use in your business and maybe in your life. That make sense?
Yes.
All right. Okay, fantastic.
Here we go.
Each and every one of you. Okay? Share the value with your friends, your colleagues, and please reach out to people that you want to be here who fit our culture and who want to grow and who want to step into the formula for success. Thank you very much. Over and out. You're welcome, guys. This is on Facebook Live, and I'm going to send this out on YouTube probably later tomorrow. So you can take a look at it. Yeah. Okay, so it's on YouTube channel.
Anybody else need that? Everyone good?
So I think, did I email you?
This is for $20 off your May billing, so make sure you
check.
have it to me by Friday.
I think I sent it out to you.
All right,
If I didn't,
what's our
let's
number?
send you last week's and this week's as well.
377820.
Good stuff.
Are you kidding?
Measure me, yes. So let's
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited.
All right. You were great.
Noreen.
So,
You had a lot that you were ready to talk about.
Yes.
My question will be,
and don't miss the live this time.